So I'd like to move on to the student benefit, like the Canadian Emergency Student Benefit, CESB. Now,
Yes.
do you think this program was necessary?
I'm not sure. I think a lot of students were able to qualify for CERB. And uh, to be honest, I know lots of university age students that had earned $5,000 in the previous year. They were able to qualify for CERB. And I know many who were just able to get some employment to earn some money. So this one, I know we have to support students. Um, this one was one I was not sure that they needed an entirely separate program. I thought you could have, you know, worked it out with the current program of CERB somehow.
Well, in my opinion, like when you see something what's happened with the Weep scandal and the CSSG, the Canadian Student Service Grant, and everything that's arisen because of that, and they're talking about concern about the students, and you take the difference between the CESB and CERB, the difference is $4,500 if you go for the full 6 months on CERB versus CESB. Um, that's just about as much as what a student would have gotten from the service grant. It's $500 less, but they wouldn't have had to go out and like volunteer during a pandemic. And I
Right.
mean, if they really wanted to talk about concern about the students, they could have avoided all of this and just given them cert.
Well, the
Am I simplifying things?
well, you jumped into the we scandal a little bit, which it's hard for me not to comment on because every day we find something that is incredibly more troubling with respect to that program. In fact, there's an article that's out today that talks about how the We charity was not set up to implement this program bilingually. These are normally requirements for federal contracts. And what in fact they did do was they then contracted out the services in Quebec to another company, which is in fact a government relations slash PR firm. And now I don't know this to be true, but there are allegations in the media today that that firm contacted Liberal MPs to ask them for volunteers for the program. So I think this is going to continue to get worse. This was a horribly set up program. Effectively, it was designed to help out an organization with very close ties to the government, to the Liberal Party. There was not proper due diligence done, and there are many, many conflicts of interest. If the article out today about contracting this program out to a third party in Quebec, and that third party getting in touch with Liberal MPs to find volunteers, this is effectively another sponsorship scandal type situation that we had back in in the late '90s, early 2000s with the Liberal government.
It seems that way. And I mean, honestly, even if you remove the scandal portions of it, it seemed like a poorly designed program to begin with when you had teachers recruiting students.
And
And they're
getting bonuses.
exa- exactly.
You could get a $12,000 bonus for recruiting students while they're collecting their salaries. It just none of it made any sense to me.
Yeah. From the very beginning, without many of those controversies, just the program, the way it designed, seemed very flawed, especially when you saw the motives behind it and then not giving them full CERB benefits as far as the students go.